Hi, I'm Ben Aaron. I'm a reporter for Pix 11 at 9 a.m. in New York.
And I'm Ginger Z. You see me on Good Morning America. I'm a meteorologist, the chief meteorologist at ABC News.
And we are taking over the Little Spoon, social media, Instagram.
Prepare yourself.
It's insane. Quarantining. Although this isn't 6 feet.
It's not quarantining, it's isolating. Like the scientist comes out in me, and this is 6 inches, not 6 feet.
Oh, I like your shirt.
Thank you.
A day in the life of us in quarantine, in isolation.
It starts with you being awake to my snoring, and then you waking up to my alarm that's like 4:15, 4:30, and then you having to try to get back to sleep while I get up for work.
And you work in the basement. You have a large screen in the basement.
Huge studio in the basement now. I mean, this is relatively new. I do the show from 7 to 9, and then
I do my show from 9 to 10, and then we hang out with the boys. Ginger has a lot of cooking stuff she does throughout the day.
Doing a lot of social media.
A lot of social media cooking. And then we like to, the boys take a nap at about 1 o'clock. We take a nap. We work out. I do 75-pound weights curling.
We don't even have 75-pound weights.
In my mind.
Yeah.
And then
75 pounds is like the whole rack.
That's me.
He wanted to get hey, I had the 12s yesterday, and you were begging for them.
I know, I want those 12-pounders. That's maxing out. Anyway, we work out, then we have dinner, and then we play as much as possible out.
Reporting from the basement has been a journey. The first 6 weeks or so, like technologically, it was so difficult. Now we've got a whole studio set up. The engineers came in after it was safe and everybody was healthy, and it's been good.
It's like a drive-in movie theater down there.
It kind of is.
It's amazing.
It's really cool. And the forecasting and all that's the same because that's all on computers. I'd say the biggest difference has been our planet. You know, the environment has shown us what taking transportation down can do to nitrogen dioxide and basically air pollutants, but also the surge that comes back after everything goes back to normal like we've seen in China. So I think it's been fascinating from a meteorological and scientific perspective. I just really hope we can make good choices going forward.
I saw a narwhal in the Hudson River the other day.
You did not see a narwhal. There were jellyfish in the Venice canals.
Saw them.
I didn't.
I got stung by one. Being a workout beast as I am, Ginger?
I love all of the home workouts that are they were already out there. The Beach Bodies, the Alexia Clarks. I am big into Peloton, and a lot of them are still doing free months. And so if you can get in and get yourself hooked, and then it's the time. You just have to put it in the calendar. If you put it in the calendar, it's got to happen. He doesn't even have a calendar.
What's a calendar?
Yeah, but I think that's the critical part. There are so many free ones out right now. I would go as fast as I can and find all of those and then make the connection. I'm even doing on my Instagram, I'm sharing my personal training sessions for free.
You stop it right
now.
Yeah,
my friend Jen does Pilates, and she leads us through a whole hour of Pilates. You could do it every Tuesday with me. 1 o'clock.
Be there. Getting the children to participate in our family videos, Jelly Bellies?
Well, actually, Adrian loves it.
Adrian enjoys it.
Adrian doesn't require candy.
No.
He's been like staring at the lens since he was 6 months old, finding it. Like,
right. Miles, you have to bribe.
Miles, the moment the camera goes on, he's like, I'm over it.
Done.
No thanks,
You're not getting anything out of me. Unless you call
Not when you want it.
Yeah, gotta call my agent, Jelly Belly.
Joe Bauer.
Joe Bowie, that's how he says it. Yeah, but they enjoy it, and it brings us together, and we have fun.
The funny part is he doesn't want to turn on, but the moment you hit end, he's like, I see ya.
Yeah, he wants to see himself. He's a narcissist, like his parents. How do we keep each other laughing all day?
I've perfected the courtesy laugh. I'm just kidding. He always says I courtesy laugh, and I'm not. I'm really laughing.
No. I don't think you courtesy laugh me.
Oh, the courtesy laugh other people.
Everybody else. I think it's so realistic. The trick to keeping each other laughing is always, at all times, have a giraffe with a feather boa and a Dr. Seuss hat with you. That's from my show today.
That is in our bedroom.
That's from my show. Keeps it spicy.
I've been very vocal about my mental health struggles. I wrote a book about it because I had to go find inpatient therapy. This is before I met Ben. That's what actually let me meet Ben, I think, because I was finally healing. And so for any new mom that's dealing with anxiety or depression, especially right now, I can't fathom being a brand new mom right now because that is transition enough, let alone being in a pandemic and not knowing health-wise or just mentally where you can go. So my probably best advice would be to, if it's getting to that point where it's not just a down day, but you have multiple and some are getting really down, have to tell somebody. The moment you're honest with yourself that there's something wrong and then you tell somebody else, it disarms that enemy of anxiety or depression and it allows the light to shine on it. Then go get help. Therapy, inpatient if you need it. I mean, a hospital sounds like, talk about a stigma. Talk about a stigma. I went to the hospital, a mental health hospital. It sounds still kind of wild. But the moment I say it out loud and the moment I tell people that, it empowers you to say it's okay, and that is okay. Now, on a day-to-day basis, I'd say I work on that gratitude thing. I know it's like cliche at this point, but I write it on the shower wall. I write a kind of a focus or a goal or an intention for the day. And then I've gotten into meditation. I really like that. I think that's very helpful. And then I would say even more so, by the end of the day, if you can journal a little bit and then share that with somebody else, that would be even more. I gotta show you my journal later.
You have a journal?
I journal sometimes. That's what I shared on Instagram.
A journal?
So how are we going to describe COVID to our kids when they get older? Well, we've already kind of had to describe it because we had it.
Yeah.
We were all sick, and so it started. I mean, but a 2-year-old, he doesn't understand much except the playground is closed and he can't go to the playground. Right. But Adrian's getting it. He's 4.
The trick is not to freak him out, not to scare him too much, but you know, talk about how serious it is, but not to totally get them to the point of, you know, they're become neurotic about everything.
And then save my concern, which is that I was looking at them playing on the lawn yesterday, and I kept thinking, this might be the world, at least for a couple of years. They might not go back to school. They might not have
God, I hope so.
The world that we
I hope they go back.
Grew up in, though. I mean, they might not for a little bit, at least for a couple of years. It'll be a very different time.
I hope not. I really hope not.
I hope not either. But that's that we're gonna have to talk about and tell them, and like tell them this is not necessarily how it will always be when they get old enough to.
Biggest goals for 2020. We'd like to go to a restaurant. Possibly.
Yeah, not takeout, drive up in your car.
Yeah, goals have changed since the pandemic, I think.
They really have.
I just want to have friends over and have a party. That's it.
I think...
Do my pieces normally, not in my house. Just want to do my segments.
I want to figure out how to make what I'm doing every day productive for the world in this world, or in the way that we see the world now. And so there is a little bit of creativity that goes into that and figuring that out. So my goal is to, how do I take what was my goal, and that is attacking climate change, which is a huge, was the biggest issue of our time and still is, and then mixing it with what's going on right now. How do I tell those stories? How do I get people that information from my basement?
I just want to have people over. We are now in the quick-fire rapid response portion of the interview. First question is...
First, non-social distancing activity, pool party.
Yeah. Kind of a love fest. Next.
Most underrated ingredient in your pantry. Saffron.
Cheese. I don't know. What is it?
It's not in the pantry.
No, it's in the pantry.
Yeah.
A lot of beans.
We do have a lot of beans.
We have a lot of bran flakes.
Yeah.
Love a good bran flake.
Current binge show.
Ooh, we're doing a few.
We
finished
Ozark.
Them all. We finished Ozark.
Finished Outlander.
Finished Outlander. We got to do Michael Jordan.
Yeah, Last Dance.
I'm doing Patriot on Amazon, which is phenomenal. I
go to sleep.
Maisel. She goes to sleep. Yeah, there's another one.
Oh, the Hollywood.
Hollywood we did.
The Hollywood.
Hollywood show. Go.
Go-to activity to unwind.
Ooh.
I like to sit on a warm deck and smoke a pack of cigarettes. I'm kidding. None of that's going to happen because I'm too old for that stuff.
And it's bad for you.
Bad for you, and I am healthy now. But when back in the day, that would have been it.
Yeah.
Probably just like a half a glass of wine, 6 ounces, so I don't go overboard.
And a nice run on the treadmill. I do this. I DJ. Doing some DJing. DJ. Gesture bend.
Most sage lesson you've learned from your kids through this?
You're not really that smart. A sage lesson from our children through this process.
The bug thing was interesting yesterday.
What was that?
So Adrian caught a bunch of bugs.
Yeah.
And he had to learn the lesson of, we can't just hold on to everything. you have
Well,
to
we
let
taught
it go.
them that lesson.
I know, but I see.
Yeah, it's a lesson they taught us. Just don't pee in the bath.
Miles teaches me patience.
Patience. Every kid teaches their parents patience. Next.
Especially 2-year-olds.
Quarantine habit that you never
thought you'd have.
Quarantine habit you never thought you have. The sad part is we do the same exact thing in quarantine
Every
that we
day
do
is
out
habit.
of quarantine. So it's nothing very different. We hang out a lot at the house. Quarantine habit.
Well, I mean, I think the gloves in the car, that's like a weird thing for me always to like be putting those in the glove compartment.
We got a mask glove compartment. That's what it's
Oh.
for. They knew it all along. The glove compartment was going to be for rubber gloves.
Good job,
and
vehicle
masks.
people.
What's next?
Henry Ford.
Henry Ford's like, there's going to be a pandemic in 2020. Well, that's it. That's the time with us, Ginger and Ben. Please end this video because I can't feel my legs right now.
I've been sitting on him, and my left foot is actually also, I can't feel.
My manhood is now no manhood.
But I want to say thank you. Thank you for doing this with us. I hope everybody stays healthy and well, and take care of yourself.
Yeah, take care of yourself.
And you know what? I like to end with saying that if you've got a cloudy or stormy day, the clouds don't last forever. They can't, and they won't. It's not how the atmosphere works, and it's not how life works. There's sunshine coming.
I just want friends to come over. Help me. Hey, Giraffe. Good day. Good day, sir.